Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. Thought I'd mix things up today, and let's do a pre-owned diesel Class A motorhome. I don't get these in very often right now in the current market, but this one, just got another one in too. I'll be shooting hopefully next day or two. This one is a 2009 Coachmen Sportcoach Pathfinder edition. The model is a 384 TS, and this is a 40-foot long triple slide, full body paint, a good looking motorhome, got a really good eye appeal. It's got 66,900 miles, I might as well say 67,000 miles. It's got the big 6.7 liter 340 horse Cummins diesel, the ISB Cummins, one of my all-time favorite motors, ISB. I mean, those things have been put, the ISB Cummins is a commercial truck series that's been put in these things for years. Probably more miles been put on ISB Cummins motors than any other one out there. Same thing they put in the heavy duty in the Ram pickup trucks. So 340 horsepower, 660 pound-feet of torque. Now, I know, guys, it's not a 400 or 500 horsepower motor, but it's something that'll take you down the road 70 miles an hour all day long, or faster if you want to take something this big faster. It does have a 6 kW Onan diesel generator in the front, running right now. Got 50 amp electrical service. Man, this thing's got a good eye appeal, guys. Beautiful color scheme on it. Got the motor running, got the generator running. It's built on a Freightliner chassis. It's what they call the Thoroughbred Chassis, which is a partnership between Freightliner and Coachmen. And it's pretty much an XC Freightliner chassis. It's got a 55-degree turning radius, so it turns a lot better than the old Freightliners did. And it's laser leveled and all that stuff, which I don't know what kind of difference that makes. I can't tell any difference between driving it and XC, except the turning radius is a little sharper on this one. It looks good, guys. The outside, I don't see any apologies for it. Does have a 5,000 pound tow capacity, which is all that most of us really need, because all you're going to do is throw a car or a Jeep or something like there anyway. Very few people, unless you're towing a boat or, you know, a big trailer full of toys, something like that, usually 5,000 pound tow is all you need. Does have of course, hydraulic levelers, slide toppers on all the slide outs. Tires look great. We just drove it about 800 miles back. Sorry about this pole right here in the middle, but you can see, guys, there's no delamination on it. It's got the rear view camera system with the side cameras, big one-piece windshield, lots of great visibility. Does have the full air brakes, air suspension, all that good stuff. I don't know why I put 350. 350 Cummins is 340. Gotta love it. Look inside. And for an 09, this thing really is in great shape. Now, we did put new carpet in it, at least what little bit of carpet it has. And like most of them, guys, when you get to a certain age, they pretty much all need new carpet. Doesn't matter how well it's been used. You know, when these things set up and people use them over the years, you know, you're going to wear carpet out eventually. Majority of this motorhome, at least the main walkway, is ceramic tile, and it looks great. Seats look great. Both seats swivel for party seating. 66,985 on the clock. No check engine lights. I must have my cruise control light on. Backup camera works, and it's a newer one, so you can see that it doesn't flicker in the screen like the old ones do. Samsung television up top that flips up out of the way when you don't need it. It does have the Allison 6-speed transmission, so definitely got all the right equipment as far as running gear and all that good stuff. Heated power mirrors, all the driver conveniences. It's got the exhaust brake. Got a curtain that goes all the way around the windshield, so very easy to close it off at night for privacy. You know, the dash looks great, windshield looks great. Got the defrost fans, which I know a lot of people have different names for these fans, but that's actually what they're designed to do, to help defrost your windshield quicker. So you got decent miles for a, God, 2009, 13 years ago. It certainly don't seem like it, does it? Wow. So it's got good miles for a 13-year-old vehicle, really good miles. You know, I don't want one, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I'd want one with 5,000-6,000 miles that was this age. I'd rather have one like this with enough miles that you know it hasn't been sitting years at a time between uses. Not only that, but it seems like the more miles you put on a diesel, the better it rides and drives. Go figure. But I mean, I've driven hundreds of diesel motorhomes in my life, guys, and it seems like the higher the miles, the better they ride. Any of y'all ever experienced that? And it's nice, so it's nice and open, guys. Good open floor plan. It's got a little recliner right here with a footrest. You've got a leather, all leather too, leather sleeper sofa, makes a bed. You've got a table booth that makes a bed. Looks like somebody's repainted the table at one time or another, but looks good. Solid surface countertops. Nothing's cracked. Everything I like to see. Look at that guy. They've never cooked in this thing, obviously. Wow. You got a microwave, and this is got a convection oven, which surprised me, because usually the convection ovens have a have the stainless steel on the outside. This right here, it comes out. This is just a little extendable. Try to do this one-handed. There we go. You got a foot release, and you can close this off. And but y'all seen the drawers and all that stuff too. So got some extra drawer space right here. Drawers under there. You know, that's just your regular oven, so place for some knives if you want to put it. Double basin sink. You got your sprayer. Little additional storage right here. No smoke or pet odors in here, by the way. So a little storage here. Refrigerator I've had on for a little while. It hasn't gotten cold in the refrigerator part, but the freezer is already getting nice and chilled. So we do guarantee that to work anyway, but I can tell you personally that it does work, because this right here is getting really nice and cold. So, you know, if I leave this thing plugged up, the refrigerator will catch up to it in a few hours. You got a solid sliding door for privacy, so that you can separate your bathroom and bedroom area from the rest of the RV, which is right here. I'm not going to try to close that one-handed. Both ACs are ice cold. In fact, I had to turn the bedroom air off because it was freezing back here. We're having a little bit of a heat wave today. It's like 74 degrees, so for November, that's actually pretty good. It looks like they painted this countertop in here too. Didn't do bad. I've certainly seen a lot worse. They didn't paint the walls or cabinets or anything like that. So, I mean, I'd rather take this any day than painted walls and cabinets, especially in a nicer RV like this. Do have a skylight, stand-up shower, and looks good in here. Stickers are still good. It's not really bleached yellow. Right there tells me this thing has probably been stored indoors or under cover when not being used. They make those doors like that on purpose, hard to open, so that when you're driving down the road, if you forget to engage your travel lock, it's less chance of it popping open, falling back and shattering. So that all those showers are hard to open because of that. Got a porcelain RV toilet. Water closet in here, everything looks good. Vent fan, storage. It's got the washer and dryer for those of you looking for one. If not, You could probably sell, you can take it out, use this for storage, and sell that for a few $100 on Marketplace or Craigslist or something. A little extra storage. Very nice size rear bedroom. You got a queen bed in the slide out, got a headboard. Very, to me, this is a very residential feeling bedroom for an RV. Got a lot of storage in the back, and looks like what they did, you know, usually RV manufacturers put a dresser right here. So a small dresser. Instead of that, they left all this open. So you got a lot more space between the foot of the bed and the wall. And I actually kind of like that because, yeah, you lose a little bit of storage, but there's still plenty of other storage in here. A little storage right here. Big closet. You got plenty of drawer space, so I don't think you really need the dresser. It does have a TV up here, but they don't have it mounted. It's just one that sits on a pedestal that you just set up after you get parked. So it's just laying down. Closet. I don't like those slide out locks, guys, because, you know, you really don't need them with these hydraulic slides, but that's kind of overkill, but they're in there. You know, the only thing I don't like about these, because people will use those and forget about them and try to put their slide out and punch a hole in their walls where those locks are wedged up against it. So I'm not a big fan of those. Cedar lined closet, that's nice. I mean, it's not a huge closet, but I mean, it's all you need. I mean, how often do we actually carry suits and dresses? And of course, I mean, I like hanging up my clothes, keep the wrinkles out, but you know, I don't think that's really much of an issue anymore. And that's still plenty of room to do that. So this can sleep up to 6 people. 40 feet long, 67,000 miles, you might as well say. Clean, no bad odors, no check engine lights. Not bad. Priced, actually, you know, without adding any options, I'm still thousands of dollars under NADA average retail if you want to look it up. 2009 Sportcoach Pathfinder 384 TS. Full body paint, washer and dryer, triple slide, awning toppers, patio awning, refrigerator's cold, air's cold, slide outs work. Everything we guarantee to work works fine. Of course, you know, you can always come look at it and inspect anything else you want to on top of that, but like with all of our used RVs, it does include our basic major systems inspection, which we do guarantee both roof airs, and we guarantee the freezer and refrigerator to get to operating temp like they're supposed to. We guarantee the slides to work and the generator to run and put out like it's supposed to, as well as the motor home to go down the road and ride and drive like it's supposed to. Anything else, of course, you're welcome to come and inspect. It's over here where we can plug it up, we can run the generator. Your third-party inspectors are always welcome. You know, I'm not like most dealers that say they're not allowed. I do allow them, because, you know, the stuff that we guarantee to work is included for that $89.9 price. 340 horse Cummins, great motor, ISB Cummins diesel. Been used since probably about 97 or 98 models when the ISB first came out. And it's just been a incredible motor for Cummins that I don't think anything's beat it yet. Now, and don't get me wrong, there's some other motors that are great too, but I'm gonna tell you, from somebody that's been in this RV industry for 25 years, we've had less service issues out of ISB Cummins diesels than pretty much any other diesel out there. Seems like the bigger the diesel, the more horsepower the diesel, seems like they seem to have a little bit more problems. But you got to think about it this way too. This is a 2009 Sportcoach for $89.9 with a 340 Cummins, which is the only motor you can get in it. There's no optional upgrade. I'm not saying that you couldn't take it to a licensed Cummins dealer and maybe have something to boost the motor up a little bit. It might boost your horsepower up, but you know, I don't know if it's going to do much for your torque. But you know, any work you do like that needs to be done at a authorized Cummins dealer only. Don't take it to some shade tree diesel mechanic, guys. You want to have that done. If you do it, have it done professionally. But it's not going to affect your torque rating, and torque's where you get your power from. I mean, horsepower is great for top end speed, but like I said, guys, something this big going down the highway, you don't need to be running much over 65 or 70 anyway, period. Very rarely do I run a motorhome over 70 miles an hour. Even my little motorhome. I just, there's no need in it. Why put that stress on the body of the RV? You know, the faster you go, the more the RV flexes, the more fuel it burns, and the more that the flexing can cause potential leaks. And that's why I just shake my head when I see these RVs running by me at 90 miles an hour. I mean, not only is it dangerous for themselves and other drivers on the road, because these things don't stop and handle like cars. It's just irresponsible, really. You know, you need to follow all traffic laws. When you're driving a motorhome or towing a trailer, you need to kind of go by the same rules that the truck driver is supposed to go by. Right lane, you know, stay out of the left lane unless absolutely necessary, and then get right back out of it. And you know, if you're on a 6-lane interstate, three lanes either way, you use the middle lane as your left lane, and then get right back over to the right. Keep right except to pass. And trust me, guys, you know, I've been very, very fortunate. I transported these things all over the United States. When I was younger, I transported these things full time for several years and drove and hauled pretty much anything and everything you can think of. Knock on wood, I've never been in an accident in an RV. And all the tens of thousands of miles or more that I put on RVs, I was never involved in an accident, because my cell phone stayed in my pocket, radio was set to a station, navigation was set to wherever I needed to go before I even pulled out of where I was going. My eyes stay on the road and my mirrors. Now, I'm not saying I didn't have some close calls, but the reason why I was not in a wreck when other ones were is because I wasn't distracted. My concentration is 100% on driving. If I get tired or start getting sleepy, I stop and rest. I don't try to go another 100 miles or another hour or try to get to this location or that location. If I still myself getting tired or sleepy, I stop. You know, I don't stress it. I don't stretch it. I don't do that, guys. You know, like I said, it's different when you're in a car or truck or SUV traveling. When you're in a motorhome, guys, you got to take certain precautions. So you do that, guys, it's safer for you and safer for everybody else on the road. Anyway, but believe me, I've seen a few wrecks on the interstate involving motorhomes and travel trailers and fifth wheels, more than a few. And if it's windy, don't chance it. If you don't feel comfortable driving, if you're white knuckling it to stay on the road and the wind's high, find a place to stop and wait out the wind. Don't chance it, guys. It's not worth it. So what if you take a few extra hours or a day to get to your destination? Who cares? You know, owning an RV should be about enjoying the journey as well as the destination. So I never get in a hurry when I'm behind the wheel of an RV. You know, I've been known to check in a day late, 2 days late to my campsite. No problem. I just call them, let them know, hey, I'm going to be an extra day or an extra 2 days before I get there to check in. And if I need to pay it, of course, I'll pay for the side. I don't care. It's not like I get to use one every day anyway, so. But this unit is $89.9. That's haggle-free firm. No other fees. You know, we're not going to be like Rip-Off World and all these other places that add thousands of dollars in fees on top of the advertised price they don't tell you about. You get ready to sign on the dotted line. We're not like these big corporate dealers and these other places that mark interest rates up on financing. Financing is available with approved credit and down payment. If you want to know the latest information on that, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Keeping in mind, guys, we do not mark rates up. You go to any other dealership, or most of them, they get you approved at a certain rate through one of their lenders that they do business with. They don't tell you what that rate is. They just tell you, hey, they just tell you what's on the loan contract. The banks let the dealers add pretty much whatever they want. They call it adding points to your loan. So in other words, you can get approved at like a 6% rate, but you don't know that, and they're charging you 7.89 or 8.2 or whatever they think you'll get away with, or they can get away with, and they get to keep about 3/4 of that additional profit from the financing. The bank keeps the rest, and you're overpaying by thousands. Another thing they try to do too is, here comes the upsells. Once they get you approved all for $20 more a month, you get this extended warranty, and it's not worth the paper it's written on. I'll tell you that, but most of those aftermarket services are junk. Oh, here's your gap insurance for another $8 a month to your payment, and we'll put this stuff on the outside, protect your paint, which it doesn't, for $14 more a month, and this, and this, and this. Guys, when they start talking payments instead of amount financed, you're getting ripped off. Just trust me on that. Look at your amount financed. Don't worry about the payment. Payment will fall in line with how much you finance and what your interest rate is. Always check with your bank or credit union too before starting RV shopping, so you have a basis of comparison. But always say no to upsells. Pay as much money down as you can. The more money you pay down, you get that money back, or the majority of it back, later on down the road when you eventually sell it or trade it, because that's less you have to pay off. More equity you can put in your pocket. I would rather drive down the road in a motorhome that I know I've got 20 grand equity in than one that I know I owe 20 grand more than it's worth. And those upsells can do that, guys. I mean, I've seen people get upselled on those services. 89.9 motorhome, they call the bank the next day, they owe $115,000 on it. And you're negative, and you're fighting a losing battle with negative equity. Especially when you go 144 month loan or even 180 month loan, RV loan. I mean, you figure even just charging you $25 a month extra because of the interest rate, add that up times 180, that's a ton of money. You're overpaying. So keep in mind, we do not do any dealer interest rate markups. And not only do we save you on the price, we save you on the fees, but we save you on the financing too. And always check with your bank or credit union to see what they can do as well as a basis of comparison. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm probably going to do a few motorhome videos in a row. I know I've been doing fifth wheel motorhome, and I still may sneak a fifth wheel or a travel trailer in, but I got a lot of Class A's, gas and diesel that came in, well, mostly gas, but I'll try to film them, get them on the website, get them on YouTube, and RVT and RV Trader and everything else. So great time right now. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button to RVs with Big Bo. Hit that bell notification button. You get notified every time I post a video. Smash me a thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think about this Sport Coach. Share it, social media. Tell your friends about us. Tell your camping neighbors about us. Make sure you go to my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo. You can message me through there if you want to. I don't do sales, so I can't sell you an RV. I do marketing, but I'll be happy to give you advice based on my 25 years as an RV owner and in this RV industry, doing anything and everything you can think of involving RVs. I've got a lot of wisdom, guys. I don't mind sharing it with you, so feel free to ask. On my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo, you can send me a message through there. May not answer for a few hours or a day or so, but I will get back with you, I promise. But thank you again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. We're located in Ringgold, Georgia. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, 9 to 5 Eastern. Closed Sunday for the Lord's Day, family days for our employees. We do test drives Monday through Friday only. We're the only dealership around that just lets you pretty much look at your own pace. You don't have to go through a sales office and get interrogated, get copies of your driver's license and tag number and all that junk like these other places do. We don't do that, guys. We don't sit there and interrogate you. Everything out here's got a price on the windshield. That's a haggle-free, firm price, no matter how you pay for it. Cash, trade, finance, or a combination of the three. That's the price it takes to buy it. Doesn't matter if you live 2 miles away or 2,000 miles away or further. That's the price. Includes our basic inspection where we guarantee slide outs, generator, refrigerator, and freezer, and roof airs. And if you got questions about any of this, we're just a simple phone call away. 706-965-7929. Link in the video description below to our website, so you can see our current inventory of Class A's as well as everything else we have. We've got over 100 used RVs in one location right here in Ringgold, Georgia, which is more than just about any dealer in the country can say right now to have in stock in one place. And got some nice stuff, guys. Something price range a little bit for everybody. You want a Class A diesel, I've got them as of right now starting as low as $19,900 for Class A diesel with a slide, and up from there. Definitely check back often, because we try to add units every day. And of course, guys, here's a little tidbit. If you want to know if one's sold or not, look on the video description and the video title. It'll say sold. Or go to our website, and if you don't see it on the website, obviously it's sold. Or if you see it, it says deal pending on the website, that means it has a deposit on it. You still might want to contact us, leave us your contact information so that we can call you just in case the deal falls through, because a deal pending just means a deposit. That means somebody's paid money on it, but they haven't closed on the deal yet. So, and you know, a lot of times things happen, people change their mind. A lot of times, and this has been really a problem lately, is we have such a large inventory, and a lot of it's not posted online yet, that people will leave a deposit on a certain one, but when they get here, they start seeing one they like better, and they transfer that deposit to it. They like it better for whatever reason. So keep that in mind. Just because it says deal pending or deposit taken doesn't mean that it's a final deal just yet. If you really want it, contact us, and we'll let you know if the deal falls through for whatever reason. Thank you for watching again, guys. Come out and visit with us. I appreciate it. 53 years, family owned and operated. Parkway RV Center has always been here for you, always going to be. Since 1968, and we sell about 500 to 600 used RVs a year all over the United States. Our international sales have slowed down because of the pandemic. You know, we used to sell a bunch to Canada. We usually sell you know, a couple to Australia every year, Europe and more, but that's all slowed down now because of the pandemic. But we're selling it. You know, I have people travel here, not just every once in a while, but several sets of customers a week that travel from Florida, the West Coast, including California, New York, everywhere, guys. We've sold units to buyers from all 50 states, and yes, that's including Alaska and Hawaii. I've sold 2 to customers in Hawaii who took them to California and shipped them over there to the islands. I don't, you know, I don't know how many campgrounds are over there. I've never been there, but I wonder how the RV business is over there, because that might get pretty expensive getting one over there. But people do it. It's the craziest thing I ever seen, guys. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hit that subscribe button and bell notification if you haven't already. And look forward to seeing you here in Ringgold, beautiful Ringgold. Oh, by the way, guys, if you live in Hawaii and you want to ship one over there, let me know, because I'll hide it. I'll hide under the bed or something, and just don't say nothing when I pop out of the bed when we get there. So anyway, thank y'all for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.